Hi guys, MPSG here again, and I am getting so much requests to do all this stuff. So folks, I'm going to be doing a meatball dish with just some basmati rice and some vegetable. I didn't know that. With kidney beans, meatball and kidney beans. So that's something new for me. Anyway, my friend says very good, so I'm going to give that a shot. So folks, I did Salmon Gunde. I forgot to actually show you how, put it on the crackers. And I was too busy eating it, folks. So good. So see, all of it is all gone already. But so you're just gonna add it to your crackers like this. You folks, that's it there, and you just so good. I have my coffee here with it. Wow. I forgot to show you that part, folks. It is so good. I had to put some more in there because, folks, it went like that with folks. So I do this other one. And that's what it looked like on the crackers there, folks. That's that. So right now, we're going to be doing meatballs and kidney bean with some basmati rice and vegetable. And when I do ground beef, folks, I always wash it off with some lime water, just like I do any other meat, before I season it up. So that's what I do with the ground beef. When I get it, normally I would love to, I don't do ground beef a lot, so I don't really, if I was doing it on a regular basis, I would get my whole meat grinder, buy the meat and grind it up, so I know what's in it. Anyway, like I said, okay, I'm gonna put, so the meatballs, I did them, and how you want to do your meatballs, I just put some herbs and spices in them, and garlic and all of that stuff in it. And you put a little bit of breadcrumbs to hold it together. And I use only the white of the egg, just the white of the egg to hold it together. Just put a organic egg white and just hold it together, okay? So basically, this is the red bean here because I'm not using anything from any tin. I did the red bean early on, I boiled it. So right now, we're gonna be browning the meatballs. So like I said, the meatballs, next time, one day I will do a thing on meatballs for you to do from scratch. But basically, I buy the ground, and this is ground veal, not the beef itself, so it's not fat. So I wash it with a little lime water when it comes. I know people might think that's silly, and drain it and just use it, because remember, this thing has been grounded, and also the hands, you don't know how clean people handling this stuff is, so you wash it just like you're washing, like you're gonna do your chicken or your beef or any other meat or fish. You wash it. I wash it off with a little lemon, in a little lemon water. So I have about 3, 6, 9, 12, my lucky number 13. The pepper from the Salmon Gunde, folks, is awesome. But that was an awesome thing, so I hope you guys try that, okay? So I'm just gonna let them brown a bit, and then we're just gonna add in let them, because this doesn't take long to cook. And then I'll add the beans and some bell peppers, season it up, and I'm gonna add some carrots to it. I think so, yeah. And you know, people look at meatball as you know, just for just meatball and spaghetti or stuff like that. But this way show you it can be done in many different ways. I think you could even use this in a chili. Meatball chili. You know, I've done that before, meatball chili. Okay? So the rice, the basmati rice is already cooked. And when I cook rice, folks, I don't put any salt in it, just a little olive oil. Because most of the salt will be coming from your main dish. So I'm using a glass pot. I think it's the beans and bell peppers. That's it. Yeah, the carrots and stuff. I'm gonna do a saute. Just gonna steam some carrots, some turnip, and some broccoli together as the side dish, and that is lovely, lovely vegetable. So I'm gonna do some turnip, some CHOO Christophine, carrots, and broccoli, and that would be the vegetable right there. So this is just gonna be like a stew piece. Just the bean and the with bell peppers. I think it's one of those Eastern European dishes. They do a lot of meatballs like that. And beans, you know, especially any kind of bean poke is so good for you, you know. So just gonna flip them over, let them just get color, brown. Then I'm just going to use the water from the beans to just cook them down for about 10, because they're easy to cook. Just the water, that's why I save most of the water from the beans. And like I said, I do my beans, I boil my beans. Only time I use a tin, anything tin is when I run out from doing something and I don't really have, then I'll go to the tin. The tin is just a backup for me. But I like to do everything fresh, you know. So the beans are very easy to cook, folks. You put them to soak overnight in a little bit of baking soda, and then put them on a very low heat, a medium heat to cook, and they cook in no time at all. Any beans you do it that way. Soak it. If it's dry bean, you soak it overnight with a little bit of baking soda, and you cook it on a very low heat. And you will get it done. Folks, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go over and support Fire over by Jamie Hood right now on Richard Brown. Their vehicle just come out on them, and that's the fun they're taking them around to shoot the movie. And also, folks, and some love to Kara. She is sick right now, Kira. From what I was told, this is why we didn't get episode 2 of you know, about money, you know, because she took in with a bad toothache and her jaws her face is swollen. So I think Richard took her to the hospital, to the dentist. So say a prayer for her and you know, show her some love. That's over by Kira TV. She's the one who make the movie Money, More Option. And that was a good movie, folks. And they were planning to finish part 2, and she took sick, okay? So, bigger up, send her some love. And also, folks, please donate to those guys so they can get the van up back and running, because they don't have their van up and running, folks. They can't do much. And right now, Fire, Jamie Hood, and Richard Bonnet, they just get a place for Jamie Hood. They rented it, but it's really good, and that's where he was going when the van just went busted on him. So, and he just you know, phone just cranked out the other day, and now the van, and this is critical for them because they need that to get around and to take around all the, you know, all the actors to do their stuff. So like I said, folks, whatever you can send, just contact you know, Fire or Richard, and send them something towards getting it fixed, because I think it's pretty much a thing there. So it's about, I have to make it all about 100,000. I contribute what I can. So folks, you know, support the movement, because it's a good cause. It's a good cause. So what I'm gonna be doing right now, folks, when I do anything, I drain off the excess oil, and that was olive oil that was in it. So I drain off the excess oil, because you don't want all of that oil in your stuff, okay? So I will drain the excess oil off, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna throw the water from the bean in it and let it cook for about 10-15 minutes, because meatball is very easy to cook. Then I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll add most of the beans later on when it, yeah, let's let that cook, okay, for about 10 minutes or so, because the beans are pretty much, so let that cook for about 10-15 minutes, because that is a very easy stuff to cook, and the rice is already cooked. So right now I'm just gonna be gathering up the all the stuff for to add to it. I'm just gonna be cutting up all the bell peppers and all of that right now. They're washing everything already, so I'll just get my cutting board while that is cooking, and I'm going to be also peeling the vegetable for to be steamed. Vegetable is a very big part of any meal, folks, so always go for your vegetable, and these are very good vegetable. CHOO turnip is loaded with a lot of nutrient. I'm using turnip, CHOO, Christophine slash, and broccoli and carrots, and those are going to be just I'm just going to be steaming them down a bit, and that's going to be going with and I'm using basmati rice. Basmati rice has very little starch to it, folks, very little starch, you know, it's very good for you. I know it's not everybody loves it, but it's very good. It's a very good rice. You can even use in your rice and peas, you know, folks. Yeah. I'm gonna add some onions, some garlic to it, and these are fasting to be cooked. And I'm gonna add the garlic, some onions, that, you know, so you get the flavor cooking down. And a little piece of ginger, and then we're gonna add in some tomatoes, green onions, and just let it cook right down. And then when they thicken it, I'll just use a little bit of rice just to thicken it up, or cornstarch, whichever one. I'm just adding in some ginger. So in the process of the meatball, folks, I had basil, I had oregano, a little rosemary, little paprika, and, you know, rosemary, a little bit of spice. I use Gayu spice, garlic, onion, and some little bit of chili powder, and season it up, and you just put some bread crumbs to hold it together, and I use egg white, and basically that's the meatball right there. And a little, I think I put a little bit of soya sauce to it, and a little bit of oyster sauce, and just let it do the thing, and that's it. So I'm gonna add a few pieces of carrots to it too. So give that a couple minutes, and then I add the rest of the peas. And the peas will also thicken it up. And I love a lot of kidney beans. I love kidney beans. Pigeon pea is alright, but I love kidney beans. Having so much vitamin, so much nutrient for you. All the beans are very good for you, folks. And that's a total meal. Or sometimes you put a couple beans together. Pinto bean is another good one. Very good for you. I'm just gonna add the carrots to it. because like I said, it cooks very fast. Put a few carrots. Not a lot because I'm going to be steaming some carrots on the side. Or maybe I just do the broccoli and the Christophine and the CHOO, so the carrot will be in. Yeah, because the carrot was part of the recipe also. I was the one just want to add my veggies. Yeah. So I had the carrots. And I'm gonna put in a few tomatoes. Some thyme. I like to sort of trig it off like that. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna add some green onions to it. And I'm gonna chop some tomato. Buy some tomato. Tomato, all that flavor from the tomato, you know, you need that in it. And like I said, this is veal. This is very young beef, so it's not gonna take, and it's not fat. If you want the best result when you're doing your meatball, buy veal, and you can mix veal with another meat if you like. But veal is very tender and not a lot of fat, and you know the veal, because it's a younger cow, so they don't, so it'll be much better. So I'm adding some tomatoes now, and the bell peppers I'm gonna add when it's so this is like a stew. This is a stew beans meatballs, stew meatballs. Yeah. So I'm just gonna add in the bean on, let it just cook right down. Okay. The colors is almost look like the same consistency when you do stew peas. So that should be lovely. That's just gonna cook right down. Everything right there. Okay, I'm just gonna cook. And in the meatball, there's so much seasoning and stuff. So I'm not gonna add a lot of stuff to it, because inside there it's well seasoned, the meatballs. So I'm just adding a little oregano and basil, and then I'm just gonna add some garlic. The smell, folks, is so good. Yeah. Gonna add a bit of paprika. And like I say, your herbs and thing is your personal choice, what you like in your stuff. You know, always do that. Don't do it because there might be a herb that I'm using and you don't like it. Don't worry about that. This is basil. Do it to your own taste, you know. Now this one I'm gonna add a few pimentos too, real pimento seed too. Cup of pimento seed, allspice to it, and a couple cloves. Not a lot, because clove is a very powerful thing. Oh folks, I gotta tell you about this clove. You know, anyway, we all end up getting gray hair. I get gray hair from I was 12 years old, right? And I used to dye my hair a lot. And you know, you just put in the dye and tomorrow it's gone. And I was watching one of these shows on TV, YouTube, and the lady said you put some cloves in some water and let it sit for 7 days. Then put it in a spray bottle and spray your hair. But she said it's going to take a bit of time for the hair to get. But the whole idea about spraying your hair, the clove is going to activate from inside the root of your hair. Unlike when we use the dye just is from the outside. And folks, I've been using that for about 2 months now, folks. And these are, you know, anything I'm telling people is for what I actually do and experience it. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work for you, but folks, my gray hair, the ones I have, they're like gone and they're not coming up back. Because when we use this chemical laden stuff here, you know, I've seen somebody put in Beijing the other day, and it was like almost a paint. It went on her ears and she could hardly get it off on the side. It takes her days to get it off her. So what you want to know, and even some of those nail polish, they're like paint, you know. So basically, folks, I'm talking from my experience. Like I said, I've been seeing gray hair pop up from I was 12 years old. So gray hair is not associated with getting old. It's just something happened to the, you know, that produced that just like the melanin in our body, and it, you know, slow down or whatever. But so what the cloves do, I think it works from the inside, because I've seen new hair shoot out and I haven't seen any gray hair come out where your gray hair used to be. Like, it's a slow process, folks, and I'm telling you this is just my experience. Just the same with the merengue. Oh, I find that I'm losing, you know, weight, and you know, my size of stuff, some of the stuff I probably have to take them in, or, you know, and I don't care. I don't care, folks, as long as I lose the weight. And I find I'm going from one certain X to another since I start using the merengue religiously. So it's the same with the cloves. I put about a quarter cup in about a cup or two water, and close the bottle and let it sit in a dark place for 7 days. And then you put it to a spray bottle, put in everything. No, you're gonna strain it now, because right now after the 7 days, those cloves are still good. So you strain the cloves and put some more water on the cloves that left over, and put the strained clove in a spray bottle, and you start spraying your hair every day. That's for me, folks. I can tell you, it works for me, and that's it. The gray hairs that popped up, they like faded. When I used to color my hair, they used to come right back up, you know. So this thing, so when I really check it out, I'm doing some research. It's actually going inside and doing the work from the inside out, so that the gray hair, they won't come back. Because, you know, remember, the gray hair, everything is happening from inside, right? So, and this is just for me, folks. Like I said, I'm not here to tell people that, oh, go do it and it will work. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but I've been doing it for about 2 months, and I have very good results. That's all I can say. Just like merengue, that is just for me. I've been using it. I used to use it just once occasionally, but since I start using it regularly, over the past 2 months, I've seen the changes. And like I said, this is my testimony. I can't tell folks if it's gonna work from there. I'm not gonna go here and tell you that go ahead, it will work. It works for me, and that's it. I'm not here to sell anybody anything. I'm just telling you stuff that I use and I find them working. Because I'm one person, I don't care. I don't like gray hair, period. It's not a matter that, you know, we don't want to get old, but there's something about gray hair that I do not like, folks. So I am so happy. I tell you, you know, YouTube have a lot of stuff up there that we can benefit from. Some of them is all hogwash, you know, but it's and then again, some of them is really works for me. I'm not telling for anybody else. I don't know about the people. All you gotta do is try it. Try stuff and see. Because that's what I do, is trial and error with everything for me, you know. Trial and error. And I find, I'm not saying it's totally, you know, I didn't have a whole head full of gray hair. But where I had it pop up, you know, they stopped coming back, because I used to use the color like everybody else. And in about not even a week or two, then your gray hair will come back up. And those chemicals, we don't know what's in them. So if this didn't work, because I just decided wasn't gonna color anymore, and then I just come across this on this YouTube site. This lady, and quite a few people out there talking about the clothes, and You know, they were talking about henna, and I tried henna, and I find henna didn't work. Henna just turn your hair green, and there was another product to use with it, but I just say forget it. Henna was an expensive, but the clove, simple clove, works like a charm, folks. Works like a charm. For me, for me. Like I said, I ain't telling nobody what to do. This is bubbling away, so that shit, I'm just gonna turn on the stove for my vegetable. That is bubbling away. This is just a vegetable piece. I think I put a whole one. That's stuck on my. I'm just gonna turn this stove down a bit. Smells and tastes good, folks. So, Olive, thanks for this recipe. She's gonna have. I'm just doing it for her. She said try it. So, and this is the thing, folks. I like to try different stuff. But the reason why I'm so loving it is the beans, because I just love kidney beans. I grew up on the stuff. Kidney beans come before gungo peas or pigeon peas at my house back home. I'm gonna put in a little bit of oyster sauce in it, which is awesome. That's just about a tablespoonful. I'm lowering the stove right now, and I don't think I have to. I'm gonna put any thing to thicken it, because it's doing that by itself. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of balsamic vinegar, which has such good flavor. So about a little quarter teaspoon of balsamic vinegar, not a lot. Okay. See, the beans are getting thicker and thicker. Yeah, I didn't have any heat to it as yet. I mean, you know, black pepper or pepper. Okay, I'll just I just have to add some fresh parsley and broccoli and cilantro. My pot for the veggies is going, so I gotta stick them in. Let me just, and this is the parsley. And I'm gonna add cilantro, which, you know, give it a kick up. And then when it's almost done, I'm just gonna put the peppers. Oh, my pot is bubbling up for the veggie. And this is my cilantro here. See, folks, look how thick it's getting. Wow. I'm lowering the heat on this. So now I think I'm gonna put, because I need I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of my sweet chili. Because this thing just, wow. because it have the garlic and everything in it, you know, the sweet chili sauce, and this is the one I made a couple weeks ago. Awesome, awesome. And let me just put a little Cool Runnings. This is a Jamaican company, support them, Cool Runnings. And a bit of cracked black pepper, and I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put, okay, so this is it just bubble down now and it's good. Wow. Folks, that is so good. That is so good. Like I said, this doesn't need any thickener to thicken it up. It's good. So the vegetables take a few minutes. I'm just gonna add in the peppers right now. Just peel this quickly. So I'm putting in turnip. These are vegetables that I love. Christophine and broccoli. The carrots is inside the carrot is already in the stew meatballs. That's the peppers I'm using, and I'm gonna put them at the very end because I don't want them to cook out. I just wanna have them just so you get the colors and all the flavors from them. So these are gonna go at the very end. So I'm using all the colors. That's why when I buy bell peppers, I have to have all the colors, folks. Especially my red, green, and yellow. Big up Marcus Garbage. The orange one I don't use so much because a lot of the dishes I always add carrots, so carrot is orange already, so I really let me turn this big vegetable pot off for a few minutes while I finish putting in the peppers now, and then that's it. So my red pepper. So like I said, I just like to put the peppers in at the last, you know. And this white part of your pepper, always cut it out. It's give your stuff a bit of it taste. Okay. So I'm using all the colors of the rainbow pepper. No, not that one, not that rainbow. Oh, folks. So I'm just, you know, giving them a... Yeah, if you cook out your peppers, all the vitamins are gone, so you don't want that. That is, I would say, is a done deal right now, folks. And all of these I'm going to be throwing in right now. That and the carrot is what I put it down on a low heat right now. Some yellow in also. Cooking is expensive, folks, if you want to do it right, you know. Cooking is especially for a lot of dishes that I do, because you have to use your vegetables. Okay. See, it's thickened already. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, folks. All thick. Thick, thick, thick. I'm gonna turn the stove down to low. It's almost like a stew piece without the dumpling, folks, and without your pig's tail or whatever you put in there. Because when I do stew peas, unless I'm doing it for people who want pig's tail in it, I don't have any. Just maybe salt beef. I like to use oxtail in my stew peas. Oxtail and a piece of you know, back in the day when I was like a big pork eater with everybody else, oh, it would be a pot full of pig's tail. Those days are gone. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I don't use any of that anymore. So I did put a little bit of butter in there, and so folks, this is our stew meatball with kidney beans. Folks, it tastes so good. So right now I'm just doing my putting in my veggie, and I'm just cutting the turnip because I don't want them to cut to be too overdone. And this is my broccoli I'm just going to be using also. And when you get your broccoli, soak it off in some water there, folks, in some because broccoli is one of those things I think being sprayed a lot too. Some of them, depending on where you buy it, if it's organic or if it's just ordinary one. But I always try to get organic one, but I still soak them off. So this is my veggie I'm gonna be steaming. I'm not gonna put any carrots in except that one that leave there, because I put carrots in the stew meatballs. And my veggie, folks, once the water just come to a boil, it's done. Especially CHO. If you cook it to the death, it to me, I almost feel sick when I eat it, and it's soggy. So, and this can be eaten raw. This can go into your salad, so you don't cook it to death. Yeah, Christophine or CHO is even better eaten raw or juice. And as for broccoli, folks, you're not gonna cook that for too long. So I think the turnip here, and even the turnip, I don't cook it too soft. So I'll put the turnip in first. And the broccoli I'll put in last, because broccoli, you just want to get the water over it. You don't want to get it all soggy. And you're just gonna your broccoli like that. I like to buy this part, but the stick part sometimes is very good if it's not tough. It have a lot of nutrient in it, a lot of vitamin. But I like to buy this, what you call the back row of floret or stuff like that, you know. And folks, you gotta eat your vegetable, not just the rice in the plate, folks. Have some vegetable. Oh, I had some more. So, like I said, that is done, and it's just the veggies doing right now. And then I just played it. This is some more peppers left over, so I'm just gonna add them to the stew. As pepper is very perishable, you don't want to keep them too much of them cut up around. So I'm just gonna add these also for colors to the stew. And the broccoli, once that started to boil, I just add the broccoli in. And like I said, folks, broccoli is so good for you. And this only take a few minutes, you know. Just a few minutes. And we're gonna have a nice glass of sorrel with this. 1 carrot left, so I might as well stick it in. A nice cold glass of sorrel. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, it's raining right now, folks, so I'm glad I just decided to stay in today. Usually I'm out every day, almost every day. A couple days I was by my friend, and yesterday, so we did, I sorry I didn't film it yesterday, we did ackee and salt fishing, green banana, and then I do the gardening plant stuff. She's supposed to get some more stuff for the garden, so I'm gonna be by. The other day when I did all that fish, folks, was telling that I was going by my friend. Boy, I ended up with such a headache, I didn't get to go. So that was a big joke there, folks, because on camera she said she saw me finish the fish, escovitch and everything, and said, "Oh, this is for my friend." So she told me she and her daughter had a good laugh about it. So I told her I was so sick, you know, and my head was just killing me. I had to chill out that day. So I have to fry some more fish because I'm gonna go by her this weekend. Spend a couple days and chill out. Because she has lovely backyard and front, the garden and all of that, and I like that. So I'm putting in right now, guys, the broccoli, and I'm not adding any salt or anything to it. Just steam for a couple minutes and I take it off and everything is done. Yeah, never put all the salt in your veggie, folks, because you're gonna be getting salt from the meat, you know. And even the rice, I don't add any salt to it. The Chinese lady told me that don't add any salt when you do rice. Ever since, and I've never done it unless I'm cooking up like a cook up rice or something like that. Otherwise, just to steam the rice, I do not put any salt in it. So I'm just waiting for that to be finished. Just steaming for a few minutes and I'm plating and it's done. Because you don't want to overcook your veggie, folks. You don't want to overcook your veggie. Let me get some ice. Oops, sorry. And this is done, and it's just on the heat. The stove is turned off because these stove they eat lingering for a while, so that keeps it nice and warm. I'm gonna check those stuff right now and see what's going on. Let me just get the glass, and this is for just some icing. And I always have sorrel toast right through the year. I make a lot of sorrel. My thing is not just for Christmas, because sorrel is another superfood that is so good for your system. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, lots of vitamin. It's all good all around. I think those veggies are done right now. I don't want to get them. Yes, I like my broccoli just crispy and nice. The Christophine is done. Yes, folks, that's done. That's how you want to get your broccoli. The water just barely go over it and not overcook. Just pour the sorrel. And when you do broccoli at time, folks, you know, until you're ready for it, just put it in some just put it in some ice water, and it retain the greenness. Keeps all the chlorophyll in it. Okay, I'm just gonna move it off the heat. So folks, let me just get this together. And this is courtesy of my friend Olive. And this is stewed kidney beans with seasoned meatball. You can use any rice, but I just choose to use balsamic. So this is balsamic rice. Balsamic rice is not for everybody liking, you know. Some people do not like it. But I find it has a low, it has a very low starch content, folks, in balsamic rice. So I just get the this is the broccoli here. You see how green it is? Because it's hardly, don't cook to that. Yeah. This is how you want your broccoli to look, folks. Green like that. Yeah, crunchy. And your Christophine the same way. Not soggy. You see? They're still together. A few pieces of carrot there. And your turnip is the same thing. You don't want, because once you get to that, cook to that extent, then you lose all of the nutrient is gone. This is just very basically just barely just steam. I mean, it's not everybody like this things this way, but you know what, to your liking. And I just put one little carrot in there just for color, because the rest is in the stew. And Christophine is so good for you, folks. So good for you. So it's turnip, Christophine, some carrots. And Christophine, folks, for who don't know, it's CHOO. Because I'm just saying Christophine because, you know, a lot of folks here from other Caribbean islands, that's how they pronounce it. That's how it's called in those places. So this is the so it's Christophine. And I just want to throw off all the water, because if you keep the water in the pot, then, and don't cover your vegetable when you leave it right now, otherwise it's continue to cook and get very soggy. Just leave the cover off of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna have the stew meatballs now. So this is red bean meatballs with a lot of bell peppers. This is the beans there, and folks, it looks and tastes so good. So this is all the peppers, the bell peppers on it, and like I said, that's what give it that stew beans with meatball. This is just a plate for you guys. And all this bell peppers. So I'll put one meatball on top here. Yeah, there it is. So folks, that is, put a little bit more of the beans. That is stew peas with meatballs and just a steamed veggie. I'm sure you're gonna everybody, like, I like to keep it silent when I'm filming, so I was gonna put that, so that would just go for Olive. So folks, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, appreciate it, and go over to Jamie Wood and Richard Brown. And especially right now, folks, they're trying to get the van fixed, the Van Concord on fire, going to the new Jamie Hood is gonna show all of that pretty soon. So please, folks, whatever you can donate and help them out with, please do, because It's just one thing after another, and that's how it is with a vehicle and a house. It's two things you'll never stop spend money on, you know. So please, folks, they need our help. Good supporters and subscribers, please go over and just help them out, you know. If it's even a dollar you can send, just contact Richard or Fire, and just help them out, okay, folks? So guys, everybody, thanks a lot for watching, and thanks to all of my subscribers, and big up Mello, Marie and Mello down in Florida. They also have a channel too. So folks, this is the meatball stew with kidney beans, broccoli, chocho slash Christophine, carrots, turnip, and all the bell peppers. So folks, try it because it's delicious. It's the first time I'm trying doing stew peas this way, but folks, it tastes very good. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, folks. Appreciate it. And as I said, go, you know, give and also go over and subscribe. If you can't give them a financial donation, folks, there's just subscribe to the channel, okay? To Jamie Hood, to Richard Brown, to Kira, to Public Report, to Alton's channel, I can't remember the name, Ting the Nation, and I think there's reality TV there, you know, support all of them, okay, folks? Juta, Ryan, Soldier just have a new channel, Ian, another actress there, and to one of my favorite, Popeye. Go support all of them, folks. So anyway, folks, you have yourself a very nice day, and enjoy the day, and try this recipe, okay? It's stew peas with meatball and a lot of vegetables. Good for you. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share, okay? Peace.